People of India have paid no heed to charges of corruption levelled against me or the Congress party, says Dr. Manmohan Singh when asked a specific question about the coal scam and the 2G spectrum scam. The Prime Minister said that happened in UPA I. We were elected once again and came back with UPA II. Hartosh Singh Bal, senior journalist with me, also with me is our National Affairs editor Javed Ansari. Hartosh, does the Prime Minister's logic hold ground?
No, I think, Gaurav, what the Prime Minister said about corruption is one of the most absurd statements I've heard. He is actually making the claim that the election of UPA II means that the public has absolved the government on coal scam, on 2G spectrum, etc. He's actually claiming the public has cleared the government on charges the public knew nothing of when the election took place. If this is the best defense that the Congress can mount against corruption, then this is going to come back and hit them in the face. I think this is no answer to the question.
Javed, this clearly is no answer to the question. Wasn't the Prime Minister being rather economical with the truth? The UPA may have been re-elected, but these scams came to light only in UPA II.
Certainly, he was. I am not so sure if I would use the word economical with the truth, but he was certainly trying to deflect, gloss over the fact that these scams came to public knowledge in UPA II, and they came in UPA II, and in repeatedly in one election after the other, barring Karnataka, the Congress party has paid the price. People have voted against it on account of the fact that they perceive them to be corrupt, and also on account of price rise and other related issues. Of course, in Karnataka, they had a bigger corrupt figure in the form of Mr. Yadurappa, and that's why the BJP paid the price there. But in repeated election, and in all these 4 states, the Congress party has got an unprecedented drubbing, primarily on account of these charges of corruption.
And Hartosh, you heard the Prime Minister. He spoke for about an hour and a quarter. Did he address the issue of corruption and how the government is dealing with corruption adequately, in your opinion?
No, I don't think that he said anything that has not been said by the Congress before, and that has obviously not been to the public's satisfaction. It is not about listing out what the government has done. It is being able to look to public perception, respond to it, convey a real desire to act, and this is something that is obviously not there. This statement that Manmohan Singh has made about the election of UPA II will come back to haunt him, because it is a complete denial of the public mood. If this is what the Congress sees as the way out on the corruption question, they have learnt nothing over the past 2-3 years from the elections that have taken place.
They've learnt nothing from elections in the past several years. They've perhaps, as Javed was also pointing out, not learnt from the recent drubbing in the 4 Hindi heartland states, whether it is Delhi, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh or Chhattisgarh. Javed, the Prime Minister did not take the bull by the horns on the issue of corruption at all. On the issue of inflation also, Javed, the Prime Minister only blamed external factors and did not look within, whether it's policy paralysis or government ministers working at cross purposes.
Well, absolutely. What the Prime Minister said was nothing new. He's been saying this for a very long time. I've heard him say this for at least over 2 years now. And while I didn't expect this to be an exercise in self-flagellation, I certainly expected a certain amount of honesty and perhaps a certain amount of realism. The Prime Minister may not want to acknowledge it publicly, but people who matter in his party, Rahul Gandhi for instance, have. They've shortlisted price rise and corruption as 2 of the major issues, and that's why they want to be seen both as a party and as a government taking certain measures to try and undo that. But the Prime Minister's statement today, the Prime Minister's assistance on the account, he was just trying to palm off the blame. He was trying to shirk blame rather than offer any honest appraisal of what has gone wrong.